Hello everyone. Hello my friends. First of all, happy new month. Today is the 1st of June 2023. So happy new month to all of you, and I hope you're all well wherever you are. William Okidi here, and as you can see, wearing a t-shirt, a gift actually from the man himself, Professor Morris Ogenga-Latigo, Amida. And this was his slogan, Ogenga Paper, for the 2016 campaign when he stood for Member of Parliament for Agago North, and it was a successful campaign, and he served in Parliament until 2021 when he lost his seat to Amos, Court Amos. But today I'm more here to pay tribute to this great statesman, as Utim Bosmek, the legendary Northern Uganda Choli singer, sang a song, Poya Mapuda Kwa, which is in a Choli and is translated as "Thank me when I'm still alive." So today I felt it wise or necessary to pay tribute to Professor Morris Ogenga-Latigo for his great service to the nation, his great service to Agago, and to Northern Uganda as a whole, and indeed to Africa, because he served in the Pan-African Parliament as well, and as leader of the opposition he also did his duty for Uganda democracy. So as always, I like reading, and I'm reading a book here by the man himself. It's entitled Enogamono Utiungo, in English, What has Ogenga accomplished? Ogenga Paper, Yoling 2021-26. This was his campaign slogan. Of course, it wasn't a successful campaign, but Professor Morris Ogenga-Latigo has made his mark, no doubt, and he still continues to provide his services to the nation, as you've seen him in various interviews, and in writing, and he's consulted still, given his vast experience and wisdom. So in this book, well, very interesting book to have. Chapter 1, he introduces the scope of the book. In chapter 2, he covers Agago, the national leaders of the past. He starts off with Rot Matayo Lamot of Adilang. He goes on to Antonio Okello Upua of Omiapachua, who served in the LegCo, that's the Legislative Council, that's prior to Uganda independence. He mentions Alphonse Chigamoyo Windolo, who was also elected in the National Resistance Council 1996 to I think 2001. And he's now the Chief Justice. He mentions Ambrose Okulu, who was also from Cologne. He served as a minister in the early NRM government. He goes on to mention a number of other leaders. Yeah, that's chapter 1, first leaders, mentioned Hirodoku Cheng. In chapter 3, he talks about himself, what about Ogenga, and he shares his family history. His family is the 6th of 9 children of the late Cecilio Latigo of Karumu Kal clan. That's my clan as well. So Professor Ogenga-Latigo and myself, we are clansmates, from the same clan, Karumu Kal, or Parumu chiefdom, if you wish. And Cecilio Latigo was his father, also known as Atoro or Lapun, and his mother was Antonietta Lanek. And Yeah, his father was the first son of Agago to qualify for the post of a teacher from Ngera, NTC in 1930. He taught in Kidgum, and in 1934, with Marichello Kalong, he was posted to Kalong Primary School as the headmaster. So Prof talks about his family and goes on to detail his family members. Very nice photographs of the same. That's here with his family and friends, including my late father. And yes, and talk of which, by the way, Prof was the chairman of the funeral committee, and he buried my father in August 1999. He actually received my late father's body in his Kubuo Doglung homestead in Kalong. If you know Kalong, those of you who know Kalong, Doglung is where we had our homestead, and Professor received my father's body there, and there was a funeral, after which my father was buried in Kalong Cemetery. So Prof was the chairman of the funeral organizing committee, right from Kampala to Kalong when my father was buried. So I hold a special place in my heart for all he's done for us and our family, and for his great friend, the late Joseph Evaristo Uwor. Thank you, Prof. We are forever indebted. And Prof is a guardian to me of sorts. I'm in touch with him, he advises me, supports the family as a whole. And thank you, Prof. So, Professor details here his campaign, his political journey, how he was nominated and to run, and his campaigns. And then chapter 4, he talks about what did Ogenga accomplish as your MP. And this, he sets out quite a number of his achievements, including the LRA war. He responded to the LRA massacre at Gangpa at Cholo. He came to Lira and was stopped by Captain Ongoma Peel. At the time, he traversed the Choli to make sure that the World Food Program food distribution to the IDP camps went well. He linked up with America's USAID, who funded the goal to build the night commuter services in Kalong for the IDPs. The permanent night commuter centers were built in Kalong, and so he was instrumental in seeing to it that those commuters received help. He liaised with the soldiers to prevent any abuses of the local civilians. He has been on the board of St. Charles Rowan Guard. The board asked him to help the school with basic necessities, St. Charles Rowan College Kalong. He helped organize the extensive APG, Acholi Parliamentary Group tour of Acholi, urging peace. That was ushered in with Zakaria Loom, Jacob Olanya, Nyero Chola, and Odonga Oto, traveling in his Land Cruiser and driving as part of the Acholi Parliamentary Group tours to bring peace to northern Uganda or Acholi land. Later, when the LRA attacks in Lano escalated, I went with Zakaria Loom and Jacob Olanya to Lira and talked to the Langi people on radio. After that, he went to Otwal, and with Oyam LC5 Engola Machuduogo, that is the late Engola, who's just actually recently been assassinated. He went to calm the people down, because obviously the LRA attacks were causing anxiety and upset, so people needed to be calmed down. With Bishop Odama, Bishop Uchola, and Betty Bigombe, and Ochoro Walter, Santal Apollo, he went to Palabeko Gili to meet with the LRA and then to Rwakitura to meet President Museveni. And they were actually robbed on the way, but all these were efforts to bring peace. So with APG, a Chole Parliamentary Group, he later pushed for the resolution of Parliament on the war in the north, witnessed by donors in Parliament, that saw Parliament meet President Museveni at the 5th Division headquarters in Gulu, with Honorable Ali Salaso, chairperson and vice chairperson of the Parliamentary Select Committee. He investigated conditions in the IDP camps, and he was responsible for convincing donors to provide solar piped water in the IDP camps, some of which are still functional up to now. He lists a number of achievements: Karamojon Kata wrestling efforts, creating administrative units, and so forth. And these, please, if you get a copy of this book, you may read that. It's a very well written piece, and it's got very good illustrations as well, Kalon, and a lot of some of the activities the professor engaged in. And I must say, I wish Professor continues to write more, and most importantly, please, Professor, if you're going to watch this, please write your memoirs. I will keep reminding you, as I've kept reminding a number of the other Acholi leaders, to do the same, so that you share your experience, your expertise, your knowledge, and what you've seen over the decades of your long life, so it can inspire, inform, educate others. So I thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful day. William Okidi. I'll post this clip on YouTube. You may wish to follow it there. But thank you, Professor Ogenga-Latigo. Have a blessed day, everyone.